Ever wondered why they call them oil rigs? Or how these massive structures stand tall in the middle of the ocean? Or pondered about what happens when an oil rig runs out of oil? Today, we delve into the fascinating world of oil rigs. Oil rigs, also known as offshore drilling platforms, are marvels of engineering. Imagine constructing a city-like structure, designed to withstand some of the harshest conditions on Earth, all while floating in the middle of the ocean. Sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? Yet it's a reality that exists today. The term rig actually comes from the early days of oil exploration, when simple structures, or rigs, were used to rig up drilling equipment. Today, there are approximately 4,000 of these impressive structures scattered across our planet's oceans. There are two main types of oil rigs: fixed platform rigs and floating rigs. Fixed platform rigs are, as the name suggests, fixed to the seafloor. These behemoths can reach depths of up to 1,500 feet. Then there are floating rigs, which are used when the seafloor is too deep for fixed platforms. These can drill in water depths of up to 12,000 feet. Building an oil rig is a feat of engineering. It starts on land, where sections are built and then transported to the ocean. They are either driven into the seabed or floated and anchored in place. But how do they know where to drill? Well, it's a combination of geology, seismic surveys, and a little bit of luck. When oil and gas is extracted, the voids fill with water, which is a less effective insulator. This means more heat from the Earth's interior can be conducted to the surface, causing the land and the ocean to warm. Crude oil is the most important single commodity in world commerce, and it has accounted for over 50% by weight of all seaborne international trade. Living on an oil rig is not for the faint-hearted. Workers live in close quarters for weeks at a time, braving the elements to keep the oil flowing. They work in shifts, often 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. This high-paying career carries with it a reputation for being one of the most hazardous professions because of the dangerous conditions and a high risk of injuries or death. Not only are there famous examples of oil rig explosions, including Piper Alpha and the Deepwater Horizon, everyday accidents can cause debilitating or life-threatening injuries to any oil rig worker. And yes, oil rigs can sink. In fact, in 1982, the Ocean Ranger, a semi-submersible mobile offshore drilling unit, sank off the coast of Newfoundland during a severe storm. These workers are indeed brave. They face the unknown every day to bring us the energy we need. So what happens when a rig runs out of oil? Well, for offshore production platforms, they don't actually run out of oil. The costs of operating such a platform are so enormous that the oil flow rate must be such that the oil flowing from the reservoir pays the operating costs. The second the flow rate drops below the economic cutoff point, the platform is shut down. Occasionally, a reservoir is of a type that will regain flow rate with a rest, and they are operated on a periodic regime with decreasing production periods and extending rest intervals. If or when a platform is finally uneconomical to operate, the owner must remove it completely. That's so in stages. The first stage is to fill all the wells with cement to ensure that the reservoir is sealed. The second stage is to bring in a heavy lift floating crane and remove everything that can be lifted off the platform back to an onshore scrap facility for disposal. The third stage is to start dismantling the platform structure and shipping the bits back onshore for scrap. And the final and most complex stage is to cut up the platform structure below the water and remove it completely. So there you have it. Oil rigs are much more than just structures in the ocean. They are a testament to human ingenuity, a symbol of our quest to harness the Earth's resources, and a home to those brave enough to live and work on them. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of oil rigs. Until next time, remember, there's always more to learn and more to discover. So, go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you found this video interesting, and don't forget to subscribe for more.